I sometimes describe it as therapy for writers. Like,
Okay.
it's about the emotional side of writing, or another way to think about it is like it's a chance for us to talk about everything outside of the manuscript. So I had a lot of people hiring me for manuscript critiques, and I would like talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the manuscript itself. But there's so much that goes into being a writer where you're like making these decisions, you feel very alone. There's a lot of like stress around the publishing process. It's a chance to talk about all of that. Sometimes people send me like a bunch of ideas and we just kind of talk through them and figure out like what would make the most sense to work on next. Sometimes we're talking about like should they break up with their agent, or should they try a new genre, or is there some way to save this manuscript that they've submitted and gotten a ton of feedback on and still don't know what to do with. So it's like all that kind of like messy, open-ended stuff that does not belong in a manuscript critique. And sometimes it's more like a straightforward coaching, like someone has an idea, they need like accountability and check-ins and someone to just sort of read their work more frequently than someone might if they were booking a critique like at the end of a first draft. But yeah, it I think of it more as like all the all the kind of heavy personal parts of being a writer that maybe you don't talk about with your agent or your editor or even like your critique group because it just feels vulnerable and you kind of wonder, are you the only person that is struggling with these things?